Hi, this is Bill Vantuono, Editor-in-Chief of Railway Age, and we are here in Minneapolis at Railway Interchange 2019, North America's largest railway industry exhibition and technical conference. I'm here with Dana Logue, who is Railroad Product Manager of ThermOmegaTech, and we're going to describe the Guru plug, a product that they make for the locomotives. But first, Dana, please tell us about ThermOmegaTech.
Sure. So ThermOmegaTech was founded in 1983 by Fred Perkel, and Fred invented the Guru plug, which is a snap-acting valve. That was the beginning of the company. And the reason that this all came about was a cold room test that was sponsored by Conrail in the early 80s. They wanted to take a look at the current solutions that were being used for freeze protection to see how they held up in freezing temperatures. So they did a cold room test at negative 20 F. And found that all of the solutions at the time just weren't good enough. So Fred developed this snap-acting valve, and that's where we got our start.
And that's it right here.
Yes, this is the heart and soul of the company. It's the backbone of ThermOmegaTech. So this plug here was developed. What they found during that cold room test was the electrical options. They worked. They were able to drain the locomotive. However, if there wasn't any power, then the valve wouldn't work. And then we had modulating valves they did operate. However, they weren't able to drain the locomotive in time, so that they were still having freeze-ups. So that's why Fred developed a snap-acting valve that once the water gets close to freezing in the locomotive, this valve will sense the temperature of that water and pop out of its housing and drain the locomotive. So there's no modulation happening here. It's just going to pop out and drain completely.
As I understand it, the customers actually set a threshold that's a little bit higher.
Yes, so we have two options, two set points as we call it, 35 and 40 degrees. That's up to the customer completely, which one they prefer. We do recommend 35 degrees. That we think is the best option for idling costs, and it'll save our customers money in that aspect.
Now, this is also applied to passenger cars. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so more recently we've developed a valve for passenger car potable water systems. And the difference here is our Guru plug senses the water temperature, where our Guru PC, which was developed for passenger car potable water systems, actually senses the ambient temperature. So that's the major difference here. So this is going to operate the same way. It's going to drain the tanks before any freeze damage can occur.
There's an interesting background with this. It actually is connected in some way to barbecue.
Yes.
Talk about that a bit. That's interesting.
Yes, it is. So our founder, Fred Perkel, was an inventor at heart, and he was very passionate about barbecue. And holding true to his Texas roots, he developed the BBQ Guru, which is our sister company. And what they do is temperature control for smokers and cookers. And originally it used the same actuator technology that we use on our Guru plugs, but in more recent years we've developed a newer technology for printed circuit boards. So we're able to have a more reliable, accurate cook. So that's how that operates now, and that's how BBQ Guru and ThermOmegaTech are connected.
That's an interesting connection.
Yeah.
And these are available new, but you also have a rebuild program. Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, so we do offer our customers a rebuild program. A couple reasons. One, it's more environmentally friendly. So instead of customers throwing out the cartridge body and hex nut, which is stainless steel, they can return them to us and we refurbish them. Additionally, there's a cost savings to our customer because we do it for about half the price. So you send us your old valves, we refurbish them like new. It goes through all the standard testing and everything. All the components internally are brand new, and we sell it to our customers for half the price. So there's really a cost savings for them.
Well, what is the turnaround time on a rebuild typically?
Typically for orders of 50 pieces or less, we can turn it around in about a week.
That's pretty quick.
Yes.
How many of these are applied in a typical diesel engine block? How many per cylinder or power assembly? How does that work?
Sure. We say typically about 2 valves per locomotive. That could change depending on the locomotive, but we also offer a valve for the air compressor. So same idea, it's going to protect the air compressor from breach damage, and we do offer an array of different styles for the main engine and for the compressor.
Okay, well thank you very much. A pleasure.
Thank you,
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Okay.